Oh, hey everybody. I am now just outside Death Valley, California. Those hills across the way there are part of the Death Valley Park, and it's up over that way over those hills. We found a spot. Really doesn't have a name. And it's a huge park area. And you might be able to see the motorhome down there. We're parked on one corner, the very back corner. There's three other people, four of us total. And the entrance way over there. Hundreds of sites here. They got concrete pads. Really hasn't been maintained at all for a long time. But, yeah, it was a good find. We're gonna spend a few days here. I know we're gonna go up into the drive-through to Death Valley, even though most of the roads are closed. We'll be able to drive through on the main road. But yeah, the dog and I are up here hiking around these hills and checking things out, checking out the plants and watching the lizards run away from us, just like normal. Oh, not very high altitude, but after driving most of the day and then hiking up here, I'm a little bit tired. That, and I don't have hiking shoes on. I just got my regular street shoes on, which isn't bad. This ground's pretty solid. Lots of lava rock, as you can see, by all the holes in the rocks and such. You probably can't see that because of the lighting, but some of the plants have some really cool flowers on them. I will get some shots of that. And we also ran across a few plants of a coyote gourd, which are pretty cool. We'll probably grab a couple of those to use our Halloween decorations kind of thing. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow we might go into the park. And then Saturday and Sunday is supposed to be high winds. That's kind of why I got the motorhome parked against the wind. So hopefully it's not too bad for us. Originally we were going to travel this weekend, but I don't really like driving that thing. Like my buddy Hunter says, it's like a big old giant billboard going down the road, and it is. Does not like the wind. So we're going to sit here for a few days, and I think Monday we're going to take off and head over to Arizona. We'll have to stop in Las Vegas, which we're less than 100 miles from Las Vegas right now, so we'll stop there, get some fuel. Maybe we'll see where we're at on fuel. I can go a long ways in this thing. I got a 128-gallon tank, so I can go quite a bit of distance, and I'm only in half tank right now. Oh, I'll tell you what, quite a difference from Walker Lake, where I was just at this morning. Wind chill there was in the 20s, so it was cold. And now up here we're just roasting, and it's nice. Even the wind's warm, and you can see the bushes are moving, the wind's blowing. Definitely tell on the dog. He's having a good time too. He's probably mad at me for stopping and sitting on a big rock, but not many big rocks around here, so I picked one. But yeah, we're gonna keep going up the hill a little further and maybe hike over that way and down, see if we can find some other stuff. There are a couple of small cactuses, not much out here. But man, what a view. What a view. And you see a car going by down there on the highway. That's a 190, I think it is, that heads up into the park. Not far from here. Like I said, the park's just right at the end of the valley. And all those hills on the other side there are all part of the park. Wife's never been to Death Valley, so we gotta go Death Valley so she can mark it off her list. I went to Death Valley many, many years ago. Looks just like this, of course. But I will film that trip for sure. It'll probably be a driving thing, since the wife, she's not much of a hiker. I enjoy it. I enjoy getting out here and walking around, and so's the dog. He's having a heyday. Nope, just saw another lizard. Ran right into this bush. And of course, they're so fast. I just catch them out of the corner of my eye. and then they're gone. Either way, I don't think I'm gonna hike a whole lot further. It looks like it just keeps slowly over and over and up, but worth it. So I'm gonna hike a little more with the dog, and once I get back down to some of these plants that I was looking at earlier, I'll show you those. Well, we're on top of a knoll here outside of camp, and there's a road. I'm gonna have to look this up, see how I get on it. Come up here with the Jeep, see where it takes me. Yeah, pretty cool. Whew. Good haul to get up here, of course. Quite fun. Quite a bit of fun. And yes, we're going the other way now, buddy. We'll come back here with the Jeep, buddy. Oh. Beautiful area. I mean, this is the biggest bush I've seen in a while. Even driving, well, except for the palms. Some of the palms we've seen on the road were pretty cool. Pretty good sized. Yeah, it's too bad about Death Valley. Most of the park is closed because of severe flooding they got this year. But they do have some of it open, and that'll be good enough for us. Just enough so the wife can actually say she's been to Death Valley. Hottest place on earth, of course. Luckily, we're not that time of year, but it's pretty warm right now. I'd say, ooh, I don't know, 75. If it wasn't for the wind, it'd be even hotter. All right, well, I'm gonna start hiking back. And like I said, I'll show you some of the plant life we found down below, which is pretty cool. I'm downhill a little ways, and here's your coyote gourd. Pretty cool. That's a small plant. A little bit of a barrel cactus here. Always love these things because these thorns are so solid. Make good needles if you had to. Yeah, we're just walking down this little gully here. Actually, I wandered quite a ways over that way, then come back down. That's the way it is. When you're out, you're wandering. And lizards, of course. They're fast. Not very big, I'd say 3 to 4 inches from tip to tail. So not super sized animal, but pretty cool. Some of the softer soil, I've seen a lot of tracks. A lot of spots where they dig their holes. At this time of day, they're out running around, along with the grasshoppers and the flies. Lots of grasshoppers, and boy, lots of flies. So every time you stop, you get covered in them. So it's nice to keep moving sometimes. Yeah, these washes seem to be the main spot for finding those gourds. Other cactuses also. Nothing very big out here. They must not like the environment too much. But yeah, still, a cactus is a cactus. Yeah, garbage is a garbage. That's really old because that's got a full pull top on it. You don't see those anymore. They don't sell them for many, many years. But yeah, wandering, so much fun. There's another cactus sitting here. These are the nasty ones. The quills are nice and sharp, but if you find the drier ones, because you can see their little pods, they'll grab onto you and stick to you. And yeah, we'll have to check the dog too. We know he's bad about the cactuses. He don't care unless he steps on one. And he whines a little bit. A few birds here and there, not many. The rocks up in here, mostly lava rocks and burnt granite. Not really burnt, but you know, the sun blackens the rocks pretty good, considering all the lava rock is already that color. That's just the way it is. I think I'm gonna walk over this way. Almost back to camp. We don't got a whole lot set up, just a motorhome, a couple chairs. Enjoy it. I think the wife was microwaving her some dinner. Sounds like Jenny's off, so she's probably done doing that. Yeah, I found a plant earlier, I just don't remember where it was, that had tons of those coyote gourds on it. It was pretty cool just to see it. First we weren't sure, we had to look it up. I mean, it looks like a baby watermelon. Now we know what they look like, they're easy to find. And this plant, we noticed down here, a beautiful flower. Not a whole lot of them at the moment, but could be just finishing, or you know, heck, could be just starting too. Over here, I know there's some more of that coyote gourd, which, like I said, we're going to grab some, and they're not very big, not the size of a baseball, softball, but the plants are pretty cool. And yeah, they're just scattered out around. Hard to say, you know, much about them. It's too bad they're not in bloom. I'd like to catch some flowers. I do know the gourd itself isn't edible, but the seeds are. I guess they have a pretty good protein factor. And this little wash here has just got a whole bunch of them growing. Seeds are interesting. They look like a pumpkin seed or a regular squash seed. So pretty simple there, but I guess the gourd itself just doesn't taste good, or not good for you. Don't eat it either way. There's one with a bunch of little ones. So I don't know if they're ripe. I mean, look how small this one is here. Little tiny bugger. They're hard, very dense. I did cut one open to look inside. Interesting. It's just looks like any other squash inside. Down here in the flats, down towards the camping areas, a little bit of quartz in the ground, quite a bit of it. Some of them are pretty cool. Not pure crystal-like quartz, but just quartz nonetheless. And like I said, there's a ton of sites here. Hard to believe there's nobody around. Not much garbage. And if you do want to know where this is, let me know and I'll give you the GPS coordinates. Otherwise, yeah, good luck finding it. Wife was saying that it's not very well known. That's probably why there's not very many people here. But all the sites have a pretty good sized concrete pad. And it looks like at one time they had bathrooms, water, and power. So I don't know what happened to change that, whether people were just destroying it or not. Maybe you can see that little lizard there. Yeah, they're quick. That one actually stopped long enough I could get a picture of him. I don't usually catch him in with a camera. All right, well, I'm back to camp. I know the dog, he wants to just keep going. I'm still tired from driving all day, so I'm gonna go sit down, have a beer. I hope you guys enjoyed this little walk around video. I may add more, but I may not. We'll see. It's a good time to just sit and relax and boy, enjoy just being out here. And thanks for watching.